Hey, don't forget we're still giving away this Ser Ether Knight Doharis shard to the comment below that we like the best, provided that you also include your collectible wallet address. We're giving one away in every video until the 31st of March. Winners to be announced on the 5th of April 2019. Hey everybody, it's Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday so far and that you're geared up and ready to go for your weekend. Today we are going to be talking about IOTA. We're going to be talking about the CEO of Twitter and Square, that being Jack Dorsey, of course, who's always talking about Bitcoin mass adoption more and more. As far as Bitcoin goes, the dominance rates are lower, and in fact they're at an 8-month low. So this is quantitative confirmation of the altcoin season that we've all been talking about. We'll get another perspective on the big online retailer in Switzerland that has adopted cryptocurrency. We'll have an update for you regarding Cryptopia, which is to resume trading, and they're kind of going to be refunding customers. We'll let you know what the details are surrounding that. But let's begin with news of Dash on altcoinbuzz.io. Dash launches SMS donations system. They rolled out a new peer-to-peer charity system offering an automated and distributed form of processing charitable donations. So Dash has been in the news more often and more frequently than it has been over the course of the last few months. They have a lot going on all of a sudden, and this new charitable service is based on the Dash cryptocurrency and Dash Text wallet. Dash Text, the SMS-based Dash wallet service, announced the release of a pilot that involves a charity program. The pilot offers an automated distribution of payments from donors to those in need without the need of a third party. Mark Mason, Director of Media and Public Relations at Dash, shared the news on Twitter. So as per Mark, this is the most important video you'll watch today. What's happening in Venezuela is truly heartbreaking. No child should go hungry. At Dash Text has rolled out the world's first distributed charity model using Dash Pay. You can learn more on dashnews.org. If you want to check out what other people have said about this initiative, you can read more about that article on our website. You can also read about it, as I just mentioned, dashnews.org. Dash Text debuts charity program, first truly distributed charity system. This article from March 15th. IOTA is also in the news, and they have demonstrated their global trade blockchain solution to the UK Parliament. This article from yesterday by India. So a bit of a high-profile opportunity for them to showcase what they're all about. The UK All-Party Parliamentary Group on Blockchain, APPG Blockchain, hosted its first blockchain showcase event in the UK Parliament on the 18th of March. The live showcase featured IOTA and 3 other companies who demonstrated their real-life blockchain technology to an audience of parliamentarians, government officials, industry, and thought leaders. So you had IOTA, you had Oracle, Everledger, and Lloyds of London that participated. APPG Blockchain tweeted the following: live showcase happening now. IOTA token, global trade, Oracle, food supply chain, certified origin of olive oil, diamonds supply chain. On behalf of the London Market Trade Operating Model, the LMTOM program, insurance claims and transaction settlement. If you haven't heard about IOTA in a while, they've been somewhat under the radar recently. It's a permissionless open source distributed ledger, which, unlike traditional blockchains, does not consist of transactions grouped into blocks and stored in sequential chains, but as a stream of individual transactions entangled together. The technology is called Tangle. IOTA's global trade and supply chain solution accelerates the integration of global trade to the benefit of consumers, producers, transporters, retailers, and public institutions. The solution has 3 strategic focus areas for pilots. You can read about those: track and trace, trade facilitation, and documentation flow, and finally, transparency. You may also remember that back in January, just over a couple of months ago, IOTA entered into a partnership with IBCS Group to work on a solution which will enable IBCS to track and trace assets in the supply chain. For more in-depth information on this development, what they did, you can follow the APPG Blockchain Group on Twitter. You can also read about the full details on Anindya's article here, and do be sure to leave us a comment with your thoughts on the developments. All right, here on the Daily HODL now, pretty big news with Jack Dorsey. Square and Twitter CEO goes full crypto, unveils new push for mass Bitcoin adoption. It seems like every few days he's got something pretty big to say, either about Bitcoin or about the Lightning Network. So we are talking, of course, about Jack Dorsey, a Bitcoin bull and blockchain advocate. He says he's hiring hiring engineers and designers to create new ways to bring Bitcoin to the masses. So he straight up told his 4.16 million Twitter followers that if there are any developers who are interested in building open source Bitcoin and crypto projects, that he wants them to send him a direct message at the newly formed Square Crypto. Quote, "Are you currently contributing to Bitcoin Core or other crypto ecosystem projects for free in your off time? We'd like to pay you to do it full time. If interested, direct message Square SQ Crypto and follow the updates on our progress. Thank you." So here is at Jack's tweet. Bitcoin Twitter and crypto Twitter. Square is hiring 3 to 4 crypto engineers and 1 designer to work full-time on open source contributions to the Bitcoin crypto ecosystem. Work from anywhere, report directly to me, and we can even pay you in Bitcoin. Introducing at SQ Crypto. The matter is also being covered on ccn.com here. Twitter Square CEO Jack Dorsey is hiring crypto engineers to serve him or the Bitcoin ecosystem. Article just from yesterday. There's the same tweet that we just saw. As this author explains in his announcement, Dorsey stated that the crypto engineers and the designer will be reporting directly to him. This raises the question of whose interests the Bitcoin developers will be serving, Square's or the Bitcoin communities, and there are various other concerns that are bound to arise. A couple of those, for example, are the commercial interests of Square, because if they feel threatened by development in Bitcoin technology, will the Square-affiliated developers be given free rein to continue doing their work? That's actually a pretty good question that ought to be answered. For more details on this story, check out this article in full. We will link to it, of course, in the description below. Jack Dorsey just has an endless amount of good things to say lately, it seems, about Bitcoin, about the Lightning Network, and about cryptocurrency. And we've been talking about it for a little while now, especially in the technical analysis pieces. Hopefully you're watching Mark's great content. But we've been saying that altcoin season seems to be returning here in the tail end of Q1 2019. This article confirms it on CryptoPotato.com. Altcoin season 2019, Bitcoin dominance records its 8-month low. The index, which measures Bitcoin's overall percentage of the total cryptocurrency market share by market cap, is currently recording its 8-month low. Bitcoin dominance recently recorded a low of 50.7%, which is the lowest it has been since mid-August 2018. Bitcoin's current total market capitalization stands at about $71.5 billion, while Bitcoin's price is struggling to stay above $4,000. And for more info on what those observations may imply, you can check out the article in full. Just wanted to point that out. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on Bitcoin's market dominance. I think it is a telling statistic. We talked about this big Swiss online retailer the other day. Here's a different perspective if you haven't already learned about this story. I think it's pretty big news, not so much on this side of the pond, admittedly, and I'm talking about, speaking for myself, where I am in North America. These aren't exactly household names yet, but this is an important article from a few days ago now. Cryptocurrencies accepted by Switzerland's biggest online retailer. Switzerland's largest online shop, Digitech Galaxis, has announced it will start accepting payments in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The company, which saw a turnover of close to £1 billion last year, is by far the largest Swiss retailer to date to take this step. We covered this in tandem with Avnet, of course, which announced on their website homepage that they will also be accepting payments in cryptocurrency, just Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash to begin with. But hey, it's a start and it's not bad. So as I mentioned, we already covered this. For more details, you can read this article or go back to our previous coverage of the story. But check out this. Again, it's on swissinfo.ch if you're interested for another perspective on really what is a pretty important development, at least in my opinion. Feel free to disagree in the comments below. With the final news piece for today, we're talking about Cryptopia with this article by Chris from yesterday. Cryptopia to resume trading and refund customers-ish. Finally, yes, finally, there's been a lot of drama surrounding this New Zealand-based exchange, and they've announced that they are returning to trading for 40 trading pairs they have deemed as, quote, secure, with more to be added later. In a tweet on March 18th, Cryptopia announced that they will be resuming trading for 40 trading pairs. It appears that they are aiming for the end of March to officially reopen the trading doors. While Cryptopia was never a top exchange like Bittrex or Binance, Anytime users' funds are either locked up or worse, hacked, it is not a good situation. In a post attempting to make good with investors, Rob Hex Dawson, co-founder of Cryptopia, said that any user funds that were lost will be given a deposit of Cryptopia loss marker, CLM, that will stand as a marker for the lost coins. The value of the CLM will represent the value of lost coins in New Zealand dollars. So it's a pretty innovative solution. I'm not sure to what extent we can trust the valuation of that Cryptopia loss marker, CLM, but nevertheless, it looks like they're trying. So I agree with Chris here. While not the best solution, at least they're attempting to do something. Hopefully it works out in the end for both investors and for Cryptopia. And if you're interested more in what Rob Dawson had to say, here's a long-ish quote by him, which you can read in full by clicking on the link below in the description, of course. So with that, everybody, do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking in to our website as well, altcoinbuzz.io. Don't forget to comment below for your chance to get our Doheris Ser Ether Night collectible. We are giving away one every day until March 31st. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications. I wish you only the very best of luck if you choose to invest, but have a great Friday, a great start to your weekend, and we will, at least hopefully, see you again in our next video. Take care.